So today I feel compelled to speak about what I see as a serious concern and a possible crisis ahead of the elections, where people are taking to speaking about Rwanda and saying Kenya should go the Rwanda way, must go the Rwanda way for things to change. Last night on Twitter, a fellow posted this comment and it got me thinking, it got me upset, and we need to talk about this. When anybody says, let's go the Rwanda way, you need to take a moment to ask yourself, exactly what are you speaking about? In 1994, April, the Rwanda genocide started. I remember it. It was vile. Neighbor took up arms against neighbor. They massacred infants, children, old men and women, men. There were 800,000 people in Rwanda massacred between April and July when that genocide was brought to a stop. It was horrifying. When anybody in Kenya or anywhere else in the world posts a suggestion that a country should go the Rwanda way, a society or a community should go the Rwanda way, what you are doing is advocating for the massacre of hundreds of thousands of people. If you're speaking about a particular community in Kenya, to which reference has been made, you are then speaking about millions of people. You are therefore advocating for murder. It is sick, it is disgusting, it is not acceptable, and you should be held to account for everything that you say. I want you to understand another thing. It's utterly inane, mindless, and unintelligent to use Rwanda as an example if you are advocating for the removal of a certain community. Why is that? Because in Rwanda, during the genocide, a small ragtag group supported by Uganda went into Rwanda and brought an end to that genocide. Paul Kagame was leading that group. As a result, 2 million perpetrators, aggressors in that violence, fled Rwanda as refugees. The aggressors did not win in Rwanda. They did not. The Tutsis who were targeted came together with the moderate Hutus. There was peace and reconciliation amongst those who were perpetrators. Communities were brought back together by the Gashasha courts and other systems of reconciliation and healing. And things changed because of unity and togetherness, willingness to forgive on the part of the victims, not because the aggressors achieved anything. So I'll ask again, for you smart people out there who refer to the Rwanda way being the way forward, what on earth are you talking about? It's utterly foolish. Sometimes we need to be able to stop ourselves and just say, think about what you are saying. What does what you are saying mean? For anybody who has spoken these words or shared these thoughts on social media, you owe an apology for the people of Rwanda. You should apologize to President Kagame and everybody in Rwanda, or everybody who was affected by that genocide. I know many people who were made orphans in the 1990s during that genocide, who've rebuilt their lives, who are successful people today, and who still live with the scars of seeing their parents torn apart, their siblings torn apart. They live with guilt that they survived a genocide that others did not. And you have the gall to talk about anybody going the Rwanda way. I want to call on the authorities. It's time to put your foot down. The first stage in the steps towards genocide is allowing this kind of talk, normalizing people speaking about Rwanda and Kenya going that way, as if we don't understand what that means. Anybody saying that is a terrorist. And in fact, you are worse than the terrorists that we have seen and that we know, because rather than attacking one place, one group of people in different periods of time, you are advocating for the massacre of millions, sitting back on your keyboard, typing and advocating for the massacre of millions. Look at yourself in the mirror. ask yourself, is that what you really want? Don't forget, no community sits back and allows itself to be destroyed. They will rise up. There will be war. There will be conflict. There will be death. What you speak about would mean drenching, soaking our soils here in Kenya with blood and making our rivers, our lakes run red. That's what they did in Rwanda. And you dare speak about that blithely, lightly, and suggest that it's a solution for Kenya? I'm going to finish by saying this to you. Yes, you who has spoken these things, who thinks these things and harbors them in your heart. You sit and work in a workplace with all kinds of people and you smile at them. You share things, you take loans, you go for harambes, they lend you money. Your children play together at birthday parties, and these are the thoughts you are harboring? Clean your soul. Go on your knees before God now and ask for forgiveness. Because what you do is you open the door to evil and you welcome him into your home. It is not for the Moran to burn the Manyatta down. He should protect it, no matter what. We stand together as Kenyans, and as we go into this election, whoever wins will be our president. It doesn't matter who it will be, and we will stand together thereafter. And you have your right to your vote. I have my right to my vote. Everybody has a right to their vote. It does not mean it comes down to violence. That is foolishness. It is inane. It is ignorant. It is primitive. Stop it. Once again, to the authorities, get your act together. People of goodwill, take screenshots. Listen to people who say these things and record them. Take their names down. If something does happen and people have contributed to building up the spirit of evil, they must be held accountable for murder. It's that simple. Think before you speak. Be responsible. And let's build one Kenya together, irrespective of what political stand we take. And let us never hear another Kenyan dishonor Rwanda or humanity by saying Kenya should go the Rwanda way. I'm sorry, I'm pissed, and I had to say it. I love you, I wish you blessings, and I believe it will be well, but it is for us to make it well. God bless.